pero estés donde estés, nunca voy a olvidarte. Hola, yo soy José Guadalupe Esparza y para toda mi raza trabajadora soy Lupe y estoy aquí para darte un mensaje muy importante. Yo sé que tú tienes un sueño y muchas ganas de cumplirlo. Tal vez buscas un mejor futuro para tu familia, educación, una casa, un coche o, ¿por qué no? A lo mejor quieres emprender tu propio negocio. Bueno, pues quiero platicarte que los sueños y las metas se pueden cumplir. No es fácil, pero si te preparas con las herramientas adecuadas, puedes llegar a ser el mejor.
Now that the framing is done in your latest project, it's time to make the walls and ceilings appear. You're ready to drywall. It's a job that has to be done right, and if not, mistakes can become expensive and time-consuming to correct. The purpose of this video is to help you avoid mistakes and drywall a home correctly, according to the latest building codes. This video is here to help you with the tools, tips, and techniques you need to hacerlo en grande. Let's get started. For measuring and marking drywall, you have to have accuracy for straight cuts and installation. Many tools should already be in your kit, but here are the basics Stanley recommends. You'll need a couple of squares for the right measurements and cuts every time. A drywall T-square like this one allows you to mark drywall panels quickly, helpful as well as a combination square. You have to have the right measuring tape, and this FatMax 25-foot tape will do the job. Several useful features and benefits. An improved hook on the end has a moving tip to provide for the metal thickness and gives you accurate inside and outside measurements. An armor coat on the measuring blade eliminates break when you're measuring. You can extend it all the way and it won't bend or break. You will also want to use a level like this FatMax 24-inch model to keep things at true horizontal and vertical. Features you will like are shock absorber end caps for durability, and the design allows you to mark at the top of a wall with a bridge. The FatMax Extreme Torpedo level helps when you have to work in tight quarters. This model has a built-in angle gauge and a larger center bubble. This FatMax chalk reel has a slide window to let you see how much chalk is in it. It's easy to fill. Put in the chalk, fill the reel, close it, and you can see how much chalk you've got. You will also find a Stanley stud sensor will come in handy, so you will attach panels to the studs precisely. It has an LED to show you exactly where the stud edge is. To perform different cuts with drywall, your tools are key. You'll also be cutting a variety of things, and the FatMax fixed blade utility knife will be a must-have in your tool belt. A handy feature is the blade storage inside the tool. You want to cut sheetrock neatly, so you can see here how the Stanley jab saw will help cut non-standard openings like outlet or window holes. Stanley's example, sharp tooth technology cuts up to 50% faster than traditional tooth designs, and the sharpened tip punches through drywall easily. To make corners neater and cleaner, you will also want to use our Stanley Sureform planer to trim edges closely. This is designed for one-hand use and the blade is replaceable. Here are some other key tools for the job. To carry sheetrock panels, you may want a panel carrier to help with that task to protect your back and make the job go faster. Once you've cut the drywall panels, you'll use a screw gun and drywall screws to attach them to the joist or studs. A finish stapler like this one from Stanley Bostitch has some valuable features and is handy for corner bead work. Its oil-free operation requires no regular maintenance and eliminates the risk of oil stains, and the quiet rear exhaust directs air away from the user. After the drywall is up, you will use drywall knives, a mud pan, plus sanding and scraping tools to finish the job. You have many choices when it comes to drywall materials, and what you pick will depend on your project. For panels, there is a standard sheetrock, but you can also choose moisture-resistant or fire-rated products, to name just two. There are also different lengths and thicknesses of panels you can buy. You will also have choices in drywall tape, either paper or fiberglass, and there are also many types of joint compound, also called mud. Evaluate your project and buy based on what you need.
If you're in charge of a job, you'll need to know at the beginning how much it'll cost. For example, how much lumber, drywall, or insulation you will need. This is why it's important to know how to estimate a job so you can make a profit.
Cuando vamos a realizar un trabajo de construcción, ya sea de roofing, de framing, de siding o cualquier trabajo relacionado con la industria de la construcción, es muy importante saber cómo estimamos, ya que si no lo hacemos vamos a perder mucho dinero. Hay muchas formas de hacerlo. Podemos ir a un community college, podemos usar libros, podemos tomar cursos en línea en internet o simplemente podemos acercarnos a la asociación de contratistas más cercana a nuestra localidad. Si no sabemos cómo hacer un estimado correctamente, yo les aconsejo que lleven el proyecto o los planos que tengamos y lo llevemos a un distribuidor de materiales para que ellos nos ayuden a realizar nuestro estimado.
What is a building code? These are rules that specify the minimum acceptable levels of safety for buildings and non-building structures. They protect public health and safety, and codes vary in different parts of the country. They are the law.
Es importante recordar que tenemos que seguir los códigos de construcción. Estos varían por región, por estado o inclusive por ciudades. Para consultar los códigos podemos acudir a los inspectores, podemos acudir también a los ingenieros o podemos acudir a guías como esta que nos van a servir para despejar todas nuestras dudas.
Smart builders take advantage of code reports like the example of the fastener guide you'll see here to make the process go smoother. The International Code Council website has the latest information at www.iccsafe.org or www.iapmo.org and www.bostitch.com as another good resource. Also check the resources section of this DVD for even more information. You'll find helpful website addresses, a copy of our fastener guide, a pocket translator, a list of hurricane building codes, a pneumatic tool safety video, and estimating resources. The job only pays once, so do it right the first time. Throughout this video, look for this symbol to point more safety tips along the way. We can never stress it enough. Safety is key on every work site, and accidents can be prevented if you work smart. When it comes to safety gear, you should always start with a good pair of safety glasses to protect your eyes, and a good hard hat to shield your head. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, more than 1 million workers suffer back injuries each year, and back injuries account for 20% of all workplace injuries or illnesses. Protect your back. Don't lift lumber like this, but like this, using your legs to make the lift smooth. To work safely on a ladder, follow the manufacturer's directions on the ladder and be sure the feet are resting securely on the floor. Another tip for any job, be alert and know where your coworkers are within the task, regardless of what you're doing. Nailing like this on the opposite side of a wall with a coworker is never acceptable. When you're working with pneumatic tools, never walk around with the trigger pulled and never point it toward yourself or anyone else. And don't forget to always read the owner's manual for all your tools. There's a lot of information in there, including safety and proper tool use. This is by no means an all-inclusive list of safety tips, but for a complete pneumatic tool safety video, refer to the appendix on this DVD and on our website at www.bostitch.com. It's also important to know the two trigger styles you'll see on your nailer because there is a difference. The gray on trigger is a sequential trigger, which means that you push it into the wood, pull the trigger, and it fires once. Some tools, like the metal connector tool, has only this type of trigger. The black one, which is called a bump fire trigger, is for driving more nails in repetition, like when you're using a coil of fasteners.